Guys, when you go to the range, it's not just your guns and ammo and targets. There's usually a lot of other accessories, other gear items that you need. And having a really good solid bag is a big help. It keeps everything in one place. It keeps it organized. Today we're going to take a look at the US Peacekeeper. This is the competitor range bag. This is about their medium size. They have some larger ones, they have some smaller ones. This is just one of those solid 600 denier bags. It's actually water resistant, and I'll show you that. There's some protective coating inside. It's padded to help protect your firearms. Now, the first time I heard about US Peacekeeper was some of these totes that we just bought. We picked up 3 of these because we're always carrying guns around. It makes it kind of difficult, or if we want to carry ammo. And this is what this is. This is their ammo carrier. Very solid bag. We've had this for about 6 months, and we use it on a regular basis. These are always with us on our range trips. So when I got the competitor bag to do the review on, I already knew the quality of these ammo carriers. Now, we got the US Peacekeeper bag from GetZone. They asked me to check this out, see what I thought. I'm going to put a video up on getzone.com, but also I wanted to just share this bag with you as well because it's a good solid bag. Well, guys, we start out with a pretty good size range bag. This is their medium. They do have smaller and obviously larger bags. They have really big bags for gear transport. But this is 600 denier Cordura, so it's going to be strong, and yet it's not going to be too tight. Sometimes 1000 denier Cordura gets a little bit stiff, so this gives you a little bit of wiggle room. We have a handle on the top, and it's double strapped, and this goes all the way around the bag. So it's going to be really solid and be able to carry whatever you're taking. You're not going to have these to tear off. Stitching looks really good. Now the top here, we have a Velcro keeper, and this just locks it in. It makes it comfortable for your hand. And we can open this up, and then we have a pull where we can get to the top of the bag. So just open it up, and we have this flap, and it has Velcro as well just to keep it solid. Now, while we don't have this bag just jam-packed, we've got a good day at the range here, and we could do a lot more. What I really like about this bag is it has a tote right here in the center. Well, I might have a whole bunch of stuff just piled in here in a standard range bag. This is just a separate compartment, and this just pulls right out. We're going to look at this first because to me this is one of the important parts. I love this about any range bag, is having this tote. Now, it's padded on all sides. I mean, you can feel the close foam padding. Of course, you've got your straps here, so they're separate. Now, we do have some dividers, and we'll look at that when we pull all this out, but these are removable. We can change this to one side. We can even take one out. So you can divide out your ammo or whatever gear you have in here. So first thing, we just have some 223 in here. We could put a lot more. And then we have 9mm. And so we can just put all this, and it just carries it nicely. And again, we could put more if we wanted to. Here on the other side, I just have some hearing protection, and these are just excellent to have, obviously. Now, I typically use earplugs, but I do carry a pair of these because a lot of times we have people going with us to the range. And then here, we've got the tote where it's just opened up. Now, here we have these dividers, and they're Velcro keepers on either side, so we can just pull this right out. And these are padded as well. And you have 2. So if you want, you could just use this as just an open area if you had a lot of ammunition, a certain caliber, or again, you can just divide these up. And these can just pack and actually fit down to the bottom of the bag. The tote has padding here, and I can feel a rigid card underneath to give it structure. And so you're going to have full structure with this. It's not going to be floppy, and so it's going to give you just an open area to be able to pull things in and out. The strapping goes all the way around, and it actually goes up under the bottom and then comes out on the other side. So that's going to give you a lot of support. Just like taking 2 straps and putting it around the bottom, it's going to really help you to carry a pretty heavy load of ammunition or whatever else you want to put in here. Now, inside the bag, we have these sleeves, and they are heavily padded. And in fact, they've even got stitching that goes all the way across just to give it really a solid feel to it. And inside here, we have firearms. Now, with this one, obviously, you know, you're going to be able to protect it. There's padding on the other side as well, on the outside of the interior. But we have a firearm here, and then here, we have one of my favorites, the KDS-9C from Kimber. But you've got a lot of room in here, and you can put really large firearms in here. In fact, this is 20 inches in total width. And that includes the outside pockets, but that's going to give you a lot of room to put a fairly large handgun in this pocket or in this pocket. And it's 11 inches across and it's 11 inches deep. Here in the bottom there is a card, and this is just a hardened material. It's going to help protect even through the padding. So this gives you a little nice platform, a base, and this comes in and out as we've shown. What I like though, there's no internal pockets and things all over the place. This is made just for the tote to fit in and the 2 slots for your gun. And so this is just going to keep it really clean, and you're not going to have a lot of stuff falling around inside your bag. Of course, the tote just slides right down inside, and because of the way the top pocket is, it just flips over and you can close it. And that's pretty standard for a lot of different bags. One thing also, it has a keeper right here that you can hold on to while you pull this and then pull this open. But this is also for a shoulder strap, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it's 2 metal D-rings and they're strapped in. Here on the front pocket, it's just smooth. We do have a hook and loop field here at the bottom. You can put your patch on here and identify whatever bag you have. Double zippers, and these are large, and they have US Peacekeeper stamped on the zipper itself. Don't know if these are YKK, but they're very smooth regardless. Next, when we open this up, we have 8 slots for magazines, and that's pretty good. You know, we can stack all of our magazines in here, and of course you can stash some of them away if you want to. Now there is a sleeve behind the magazine pouch, and actually because of the magazines and because of the padding on the inside, I went ahead and put an additional firearm in here, so you could really carry safely 3 different handguns. It has a very large area back here, so you can really put quite a bit of gear in here. And again, even with these magazines, I mean, we still have room in front of the magazines if we want it. Now the front of the zippered pocket, it has a material that's going to be water resistant, and this is kind of a rubberized material, and this is going to just help protect whatever you have in here. In fact, it's all around the bag, so this is just going to help keep water out, and water and rust are your biggest enemies when it comes to firearms. There's no pockets or sleeves here. It's just open, but it gives you a lot of extra room. In fact, you can see right here, there is a channel that gives you a couple of inches inside, and then this does expand out some. Now here on the other side, we have a sleeve on the outside of the pocket, and has a little Velcro keeper. You can keep different items in here. Here we just have some tactical gloves, but there's a lot of room in here to put whatever you want to. And again, you can just kind of close that off. You don't have to worry about things falling out. Now we have the double zippers here, and we're going to pull this down. I'm not going to open it all the way out because I have some loose items in here, but this will zip all the way down. Here, have a holster. I have an Otis cleaning kit, and this is for different multi-calibers. These are great to have. One thing that I do love about having this type of kit is it does have a rod. And if you happen to have a squib or you have a piece of brass that's stuck in the chamber, you can use the rod to take it out. You can just tap it and it'll come out. So we carry rods with us on every range trip because we have had to use it. Also, we have our Lula loader. I mean, these are invaluable, and they make a number of different types. And we have a small Otis kit, and this is what the U.S. military uses. These little kits are awesome, and I just tucked this away. I do have my Glock tool that's actually from Otis as well, and they are the contractor for the U.S. military for their cleaning kits. And they're also known for their ripcord, which can tie on and go right through the barrel. And I mean, that's the bore snake, and that's what they came up with. So Otis is one of the best companies out there for cleaning kits. They sponsor the channel, and we really do appreciate it because we're already a big fan of Otis. But here we have quite a bit of area right here that just gives you a lot of room to be able to pack some of the looser gear that you have, some things that are just unusual shapes. And again, this does unzip all the way down, and you do see that rubberized coating that's on the back of that sleeve. And so this just gives you some protection. And then even here on the front pouch, there is a rubberized coating inside here. So they really go to lengths to make sure that all the outside panels have this rubberized coating, again, which gives you water resistance. But you'll also notice the straps that come down, and these are your grab handles. And so this comes all the way around. It goes down under the bag, and it just secures everything in here. The outside straps are just loose here, but here you can see it just goes all the way across. And one thing I want to show you are the rubber feet, and these have little tracks to them, and so it's going to give it some stability, but it's also going to keep it just a little bit off the ground, and it's going to cushion it, especially if you're on a table or you're on a concrete you're on concrete or whatever, this is just going to give it some added protection. Plus, it has the padding underneath. Now, there are two side pockets that are double zippers. They only come down to about midway, and that way you don't have things falling out. So we can open this up. Again, we had that rubberized material on the back part that's facing the outside of the bag. And then here, we've got a lot of room for things. Here's my iPro and my hearing protection. Again, I use plugs. I do carry some extra plugs for those who want them in case we have somebody at the range. I keep a cleaning cloth in here, and I keep lead removal wipes. Guys, if you're at the range all day, you get lead residue on your hand, you don't want lead poisoning, and this really helps. And again, this is from Otis as well. But these are just a few items. This wouldn't even a third of the way full. We could have put a lot more gear in here, so it just gives you a lot of room. Now, here on the other side, and this is something that I like. A lot of times when you're taking targets to the range, you know, they get bent up, they get messed up. It's hard to place them somewhere that keeps them secure. This is a pouch that actually holds, and these are 8-inch targets. So these are not necessarily the big targets that I use, but this makes it really handy if I'm running down to the range and I just want to have some shoot and see targets. These things are great. And I think we also have some other targets here, but this is like 8x8, and this fits into that little pouch with ease, with room to go. We always keep a Sharpie around as well. And then again, I still have a lot of room in here. One thing that I do have in here as well is one of our range markers, and we use these at the range when we're doing video shoots. So we can tuck that away, and I've got it right there with me. And again, we've got those double zippers so we can find them. We don't have to go hunting for them. Have you ever done that? And so you can just zip it, makes it easy. And you could put some paracord pulls on here if that might help. It seems to me it does help sometimes, especially when I have gloved hands. So guys, this makes an excellent bag for competitive shooting, for training classes. Again, you're just going to spend the day at the range. This also makes a great companion. This size is about the size that I like. It's not too big, and I'm hauling it around. It's about the right size where I can carry it with ease. I can stow it away with ease. As I was talking about, we do have a shoulder strap. It is padded, and it does have kind of that rubberized material on the back side of it. And then you have your little hooks. Now, I really like these hooks because you push them in to close them. And the attachment point's metal, and it's securely fit, and the strap is fully adjustable. And guys, honestly, I've been so impressed with these bags. Again, this is their ammo carrier, and we have a large zipper. This is taped and seamed. It's very well done. There's stitching all across the top and here, and of course you have double grab handles, and these are really secure. And then we have little pockets on the outside. We can put different gear, and of course that mirrors itself on the other side. The straps have that same webbing that goes all the way around. But this is great for carrying ammo, but again, we carry firearms in here, and we wrap them up, and we just place them in here, and it makes it really easy. Now here inside we have some pockets or some sleeves, and there's 3 on each side. And really about the size of an AR-15 magazine. If you wanted to do that, I think maybe it might be a little smaller. I haven't tested it. But this has a rigid metal around all the way here, so it gives it some rigidity, almost like one of those little soft tool boxes or tool bags. And so this just makes it really handy, really easy to carry. It's very portable. But putting a bunch of ammo in here with this kind of strapping system, it's excellent. And these run $20.99. I mean, they're very reasonable. We had been looking for a while, actually for the bag that was inside the competitor range bag, those totes. This is just excellent. And then I found out that they actually sell the totes separately. And I think they're $33.95. And the price on the competitor range bag is $79.99, which is a great price. Now, they do make smaller sizes, and again, they make the larger sizes. And you can go to uspeacekeeper.com to check all the details out. So guys, again, US Peacekeepers got their start helping out law enforcement, making range bags and gear, rifle cases, you name it. There's a number of different sizes of their range bags. And so it can suit about whatever you use. And again, a big thank you to GetZone.com for hooking us up with US Peacekeeper. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. You know, one of the things that we do is What do we do? I don't even know what we do with the range. It's a blur. Now, it was really funny because I had just bought about 3 of these little ammo crates. Is this an ammo crate? It's an ammo carrier. Then we have a zipper. Okay. Calm down. Just calm down. Good Lord. Act like I had never done this. Well, I don't want to do that yet. Yeah, let's just do it. And again, we have our double zippers. We can bring this around. Let's do that again. Cleaning kits. They are the official competitive range bag. This is competitive. Is it competitive? Is it competitive? Is it competitive?